Welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy. My cutie patootie is looking all that so good. Today, I have a message for you that I downloaded this morning. And immediately, the first thought that came to my mind was that you're someone that you were in a connection with a very specific person, possibly with groups of people also, that all of a sudden communication stopped. Somebody stopped talking to you. There was this notion of you constantly kept questioning why. Why did they go silent? And I don't think that this was specifically a type of ghosting. I think it was just on another level that you have been trying to really find the answer to. And we're going to get into tarot with that as well, but I'm going to channel the messages of what I'm really feeling for you. I also want to say that this is going to be a very, very specific message for a group of people out there, for a collective. This is a collective read. And one of the things that I see here is that the people that you were very close with, okay, it could have been coworkers, it could have been family members, friends, and for the most part, I think it was even a romantic partner. I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna sound a little bit like, wow, is that really true? But for some of you, it could be, because I feel like that for whatever reason, the person that you were dealing with, they saw it coming within themselves before you even predicted it or before you even knew it. Because even like scientifically speaking, as far as I know, like our gut, our consciousness has the way of kind of feeling what's coming in, predicting timelines, and just kind of like having a certain epiphany and revelation about something that hasn't even happened yet in the quantum field also, before it becomes dense into this 3D reality. I feel like that the people that you were dealing with, they saw that you were meant for greatness. These people that rejected you, they saw that you were actually going to be someone that's going to change the world, someone that's meant for bigger things. And a lot of people, they knew it deep down. Vibrationally speaking, these people would not be able to keep up with where you were going. And if you have been disconnected from a lover, if you have been disconnected from friends, best friends, family members, there was a reason for that. And I think that a lot of you have been going through the dark night of the soul. I feel like you are someone that you have been really crying and mourning. Some of you cried last night heavily, okay? Every time you drive, every time you're doing different activities, you're constantly really disentangling the things about yourself. You're learning more about yourself. I feel like you are someone that you're really, really diving deep into connecting with the divine, connecting with your higher self. For whatever reason, this rejection has actually propelled you forward to your highest timeline. And I know that you can feel that's coming for you. I know that you can feel that you shifted energetically, vibrationally speaking. A lot of you are starting to really breathe more and feel like more alive. You could be someone that you also starting to invest more into your art, into your work, into your creativity. For a lot of you, you were dealing with a specific people, with a specific group of people and a person that all these people were doing possibly were either judging, gossiping, and talking about low vibrational stuff. And I feel like that you, as someone who could be an empath or someone that has a very big heart and mission for humanity in general, you just couldn't keep up with that anymore. And many times I'm sure you asked for bigger things in your life. You prayed to God, you prayed to the universe for some sort of a big miracle to happen in your life, right? It could be financially, it could be in your love life, and it happened. People started falling apart out of your life, and it happened. That's when it was the beginning of your miracles. People falling out of your life. You stopped talking to certain people. Some people stopped talking to you, never getting back to you. That was the beginning of your miracles. And you may say, well, it made me feel so bad. Like I was so invested into this relationship, into this connection. Well, honey, you were putting your resources in the wrong place. Now, here's the thing. Are these people going to come back to you? Definitely. Are these people going to have an epiphany and realization that you actually leveled up and access to you is denied for the most part? Or it's very hard to get access to you because you have gained a different rank in spirituality, just in general in your life. And I feel like that you are someone that you have taken the time to isolate yourself, as if like you were in a separate room and you have been going back into your trauma, you have been going back into how certain people and certain things made you feel, and you have been overcoming the feeling of certain experiences and having elevated emotions, because when you overcome these emotions and those feelings, those events from the past no longer have power on you, right? Because anytime psychologically also, when you think about an event that happened in your life, it literally makes you feel as if you're living. Your body is reliving that experience. So congratulations to you that you have been doing that work within yourself. 555 on the timers, I'm saying this. So I feel like that for many of you, you kept questioning why. Like, why did it go down? Why did somebody ghost? Why did somebody stop talking to me? In reality, some of these people could also predict that, greatness was coming for you, and they were too good for you. These people were too good for you to, to be in your life, because they just couldn't also keep up, and you started shifting and leveling up and raising your bar higher and higher and higher. A lot of you could have lost your jobs. Some of you were even, involved in some sort of a work drama or whatever. Intentionally, unintentionally, people were just starting to project certain insecurities towards you. Many of you felt a little bit maybe isolated from your workplace, coworkers, but you know what? It was a way for you to really start going towards your highest destiny and maybe come up with an exit plan. And I feel like that for many of you, you did that. If not, that's something that's going to happen for you. If you're at the brink or at the point of changing careers, jobs, losing your job, that is literally going to be leading you to your highest timeline. And I feel like that one of the things that you're starting to really embrace is going with the flow of the universe. I think you're someone that you're really starting to accept the fact that, you know what, I ask for greatness, I ask for miracles, and there's gonna be a tower moment. Something's gotta crumble down for me to build something back up again. You were also involved in certain friendships and relationships with people that was a tower that was built, right, on certain morals and values, but some people abandoned those morals and those values of honesty, truth, transparency, and when they abandoned that, it was very challenging for you to maintain it the whole time. Excuse me, and that's why there was also the tower moment that crumbled down. Some of you also might have had a hard time of speaking your truth. I'm getting your throat chakra energy was blocked. In the past, maybe you were very much scared to speak the truth or to challenge somebody or to call them out because you were afraid of making them uncomfortable, but that's changing right now. The reason why it's changing is because you're no longer gonna remain silent to make other people feel comfortable. Let me say that again, comfortable. The reason why you are no longer going to remain silent is because you refuse to make other people feel comfortable, okay? So, and even if that's gonna cause some people to really have an awakening, better be. So, we're gonna get into tarot, and we're gonna see who were these people that you were dealing with and the rejection that it came from actually, right? And that this actually was meant to lead you to your highest timeline and to your glow up that you're experiencing. And you're also someone that you're about to attract VIP type of love. So let's get into tarot and pull some cards for you and see who were these people that you were dealing with, why the disappearing, why the ghosting, why did it happen. Some of you also were put in a tank of sharks that you were dealing with, like sharks. And no weapon formed against you was ever really able to prosper. Anytime anyone tried to do or say anything against you, it backfired on them. And you might have seen these people's lives like glowing and everything, looking and feeling so good on the outside. But I feel like that behind the closed doors, these people suffered the consequences for putting you down, for coming against the chosen one and the anointed one. So let's talk about those people for a second. Okay, now these people, yes, you did walk away from them. And the Eight of Cups is disconnecting, right? Walking away, ghosting, disappearing. But I feel like that honestly, this is the collective's energy. Walking away, energetically, you first disconnected from these people before you even physically disconnected from them. Something was feeling off. Something was going off. At the bottom of the deck, there is the Three of Swords. Wow. Okay, so there was a lot of pain for many of you because you felt like that, you did have a lot of good intentions for these people. You really wanted the best for them. You wanted these people to succeed. You really were involved, and almost as if like you were trying to save them. But it's their call. It is their call. It is these people's call to really wake up and come out of the matrix. Wake up and leave the addictions of the past and the lying and cheating and dishonesty behind them. It is their responsibility to take ownership of their vibrational state. So for many of you, even though it was very difficult to feel this disconnection, you were ghosted, somebody walked away from you, and you kept questioning why, and you start to really go deeper into this pain, and you are someone that you also turn this pain into power, right? The Three of Swords is, a lot of mental confusion, a lot of you, and I'm sending you a big hug right out there, whoever you are, regardless of your background. A lot of you have been going through the dark night of the soul. What is the dark night of the soul? When you feel like that, like the whole world just shut down, everything was just so dark, and there was this anguish and this deep pain, 111 on the timers, I'm saying this, within your soul and within your body. You literally felt your heart was like wrenching. Your heart was like, just like shrinking in pain. And for many of you, you still kept smiling. You kept living. And I'm so proud of you for where you are today. Maybe you are not where you really, really want to be, but you know what? I feel like that you are in the exact place where you need to be. And this message is going to be a confirmation for you. So the heartbreak, the separation, the pain, right? The walking away, this is literally disconnection. And you see this person's walking away because the cups are not full and they're not satisfying. There is a lot of sadness, but the red clock on this person that they're wearing, it represents passion. Whatever happened has actually propelled you forward to your passion, to your goals. You could be someone that you have hobbies and you had a business idea and you had a really big humanitarian project that you wanted to implement. And something here is telling you that, even though these people are not in your life right now, first of all, you're about to attract the right type of people. You're about to attract a certain type of community and friends who are gonna build you an empire, who are gonna help you to build a powerful business. And you're attracting a VIP type of love. And these people that walked away from you and they ghosted you, they are in disbelief at where you are right now and where you're gonna be. It's like almost these people energetically are feeling, that you have glowed up, that you have actually leveled up. You have cut the cord. The cord has been cut and they can no longer feed off of your energy and your vibration. Also, if you used to feel, or maybe some of you maybe are kind of like a little bit feeling this unexplained sadness and anxiety and unexplained, it's like all of a sudden it comes to you during the day and you're like wondering why. The reason why is because some of these people were still so much obsessively connected to your energy that now you caught up on that and you're no longer tolerating that. You could be doing rituals and be very specific with the King of Swords energy, right? Cutthroat energy. The sword that this king is holding is actually the one that's going to be cutting the cord. So you have been taking initiation. You have been the one that's been taking responsibility and accountability for your soul's journey to go through the purification, to go through the fire of change, to go through these flames that actually has purified all parts of yourself. And I feel like that you're someone that you never mean to harm anyone. You're someone that you always have good intentions. Even the people who hurt you deeply in the past, you still wish them success. You still wish them health and prosperity. But now you're getting into this position with the King of Swords of no longer keeping any cords. Whatever needs to be cut, you got them scissors because they gave you the scissors to cut the cord. Okay, so a lot of these people are feeling the energetic shift deeply. I do strongly feel like the people who walked away from you, the people who ghosted you, the people who put you down and told you that they don't want to be with you and things like that, these people are rolling back and forth in their sleep because they are realizing there is something within this person's consciousness, okay, that they know they fumbled the chosen one. And they are the one that's feeling trapped. Eight of Swords. And I pulled the cards right in front of you. Eight of Swords, these people are actually feeling trapped. This could be a specific person, a lover, platonic, whatever it is. This person is feeling that they are trapped in their own illusion. They are trapped in their own world. And this has been coming up a lot into the collectives reading in regards to the person that you are dealing with. Remember, this is a very specific message, right? For some of you, you were also dealing with the person that had issues with their mother. I'm getting curious, since their childhood, they have had issues with their mother. You see, there is these people on the boat, on a body of water, right? Moving from these turbulent waters to more peaceful places. You awaken something within this person that they need to forgive, the divine feminine. I know there is a lot of males watching this as well. Take it as it resonates. But, this is somebody that disrespected the divine feminine. Okay, this is someone that really, really came against the Empress, if I may say. For some of you, it could be the Emperor as well. What did I say earlier? Right? Someone here is waking up in the middle of the night and they are mourning, they are stressed, and they are also feeling this guilt. The guilt on their shoulders is weighing them down. I feel like this person, even if they walk into a room, their shoulders are down, their head is down, they're doing their job and they're going on their day-to-day activities, but the weight is like almost like they're carrying it with them. Someone can tell me about this story. I learned this from one of my spiritual teachers. I think this was from the ancient Roman soldier story. I could be wrong, but this is the ideology of it basically. You get the point. In the ancient times, I think if somebody committed a crime or something or lied, something that they did wrong, they used to actually tie a dead animal on this person's leg. And then anywhere this person would go, they would feel the weight of this dead animal, and they would also, the smell and everything, right? So what does this mean? This person could not go and be in public. This person was getting shot because this person also couldn't carry the weight and the smell, and people would stay away from them. Whoever fumbled you, whoever tried to put you down, whoever these people were, this person was that really rejected the divine in you and rejected the source and the light, this person is actually realizing the consequences have been very smelly, heavy, and intolerable, And this is a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call for that person to realize that they really need to take ownership and accountability and to change something within themselves. Because the Nine of Swords here is talking about this nightly terror, panic attacks that they're having, this anxiety, and this is a wake-up call for them. This is not bad. This is actually going to lead them to have that awakening to respond to that call. Now, I'm going to mention something here. You have dealt with a lot of people and all kinds of people. Some of these people are going to have a wake-up call and they're going to come back to you and they're going to repent and they're going to try to match your vibration and your frequency. I genuinely can see that coming. But it's on their timeline. You're in a different timeline. The divine took you through a helicopter, put you on a different, reality. And because it's what you asked for and that's what you were ready for. A lot of these people were not ready for to be in that helicopter and to come with you into that timeline. So these people are going to come to that level and you'll meet them and they'll meet you. Okay, and you'll feel the divine pure bliss love between the two of you, between some of you. Now, there is some people from your past. I'm going to call these, that's a term that I came out with. I feel like that they are still absorbed and engulfed into these energetic parasites, okay? They are literally eaten up like a web, like a spider web. They are just like basically encapsulated by these parasites from all over, if you may call, like when you look at this imagery, this individual in the picture, her hands are tied up, right? Imagine those are parasites that are actually tying up these people. And energetically speaking, that's why you had to take the sword and to cut these parasitic connections and these energetic cords between you and these people so they don't feed off of you. You know what I'm talking about. And these people, it's going to be very difficult for them. These are the ones that are very much plugged into the 3D and to the matrix. And, I feel like these people have a lot of addictions also, drinking, smoking, all kinds of things that they are doing, addictions, emotions, compulsive behavior. And now there is a choice and a decision to be made. The people that fumbled you are standing in front of a choice right now. they know that the waves at the background, this indicates their emotional state of being, constantly having this emotional roller coaster, like I said, day to day. Okay, these people, like it shows this individual is trying to juggle through from like two different options, right? It's their choice. You have leveled up. You have moved on. It's their choice. When they respond to that call, then they can embark onto the journey here. And they know that actually ever since they fumbled you, ever since they disconnected from you, they have encountered a lot of challenges. You were once in a lifetime opportunity for these people. You were once in a lifetime prize and energy and someone that really, really would even crown them with success. You were someone that you would celebrate these people, okay? In a way that they've never been celebrated before. So ever since they chose that, oh, they thought they could find something else better, or they give you the cold shoulder, they walked away from you, you know what? God is saying, let them go. Let them go and let God. And I feel like that right now, these people are actually experiencing a lot of hardships and a lot of obstacles. This is the card of struggles in their life because they know if they choose, they got to choose their struggle. They got to be wise what kind of battles they are fighting. Because some of these people, they thought that maybe they sold you for money. They thought that, oh, you know, I'm going to choose money over this friendship. I'm going to choose money over this relationship. But you know what? That's backfiring on them big time because even that money is not going to save them. Meanwhile, you're attracting the VIP type of love and family and connection for yourself. Some of you are going to buy a property. You're going to buy a mega home, a mega house. Your business is going to be mega business. It's going to succeed. You see there is children, family, and then the rainbow in the background. That talks about the promise from the divine. Because the promise that came from the divine comes from the fact that you actually ask for it. Because you ask and you shall receive. And when you ask for a miracle and things start crumbling down and certain interactions start going down, people reject you, you felt rejected, you know, but you went through this. I feel like you are someone, you literally went through so much that if you were to condense it, it's like worth of like, I don't know, 70, 80 years of what somebody would go through. You probably went through that in the past 2-3 years or maybe 4 years. The amount of pain and anguish and transmutation and alchemy and like disentangling yourself from certain situations, congratulations. That's why you're getting rewarded for a successful relationship, mega home, mega house, okay? All of the green in the background indicates fertility, growth, success, okay? Love, companionship, and basically abundance. This is your abundance card, right? This is literally fulfillment. Number 10 could have a very significant meaning for many of you as well. So my message here for you, my dear collective Cutie Patooties, you might be here first time on the, you might be here first time on the channel. You might be someone that's from the channel. I am here to serve and to slay. And my message for you is even though you felt rejected, even though you felt that why did they ghost, why did they disappear, you awaken something within these people and the universe responded to your prayers that you've been asking for the right people, for the right person, right? So that's why this is the beginning of the miracle. And I want you to celebrate yourself because you are attracting the right people into your life. Like there is a shift that's coming up for you. There is a portal that you already have closed off. So get your fork and your spoon, okay? Because you're going to get served real good by the divine. Because you are going to chop your own wood, make your own table, and have all the kings and the queens come and sit at your table and eat with you. The ones who are vibrational match with you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Henry, Michael, Armand, I love you so, so much, and I really appreciate you. By the way, one last announcement. I must say this. In the spiritual community and just in general, in the tarot community or whatsoever, there is also a lot of parasitic energies. Be very careful, be vigilant who you are watching and what you are consuming because you're too smart for this. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I love you and I'll see you on the next one.